Hey guys, I wanted to take an opportunity today to help Abby with some of the content, and today I've decided to share with you a story that I don't think that I actually have yet with really anyone outside of our friends circle. So I'm going to tell you guys about how we actually met. So we, as most of you know, obviously we met in South Korea, but there's obviously a story behind the story. So here we go. We met at a mutual friend's birthday party. Our friend Jonky, who was a great guy, and we met at this in this area of South Korea, which is well known as like the foreigner area. Some of you might know it. It's called Itaewon. So in Itaewon there was there was this club. It was called Lucid Dream. I got with Jonky there, and it was his birthday. He planned it all out, and it was table service, bottle service, things like that. And we get in there, and I saw this girl, and I'll be honest with you. This when I saw this girl, I was thinking, wow, all right, this is the girl that I am gonna go for tonight. I had no idea that she was a friend of Jonky's, but my like all cylinders were firing, and this was the person that I was taking home that night. It didn't turn out that way, but we'll get to that point in a second. So there was I recognized her because I had met her a couple times in passing at her famous Thursday party bar, but we hadn't ever really talked. I recognized her, and we got kind of chatting. She will never admit it, but she said she tells me that she saw me and she thought, wow, this guy is really good looking.
That's a lie.
You're right. She said that was a lie. She said that, wow, that guy is really hot.
What?
But it's she's like, this guy's probably trouble. She's right. You know?
Oh yeah, I did say that.
Sorry. So we started talking, and we got onto the dance floor, and when you're at a club and you're with someone you find really attractive, and you're on the dance floor, it's things get very very heated very quickly, and we decided to take a break over at the bar. Now her other friend had been there. He had set up a whole bunch of tequila shots. I hate tequila. I hate tequila so much. If you ever want to buy me something, don't ever buy me tequila, because I won't drink it out of choice. And he had bought 6 shots, lined them all up, and he just disappeared. Well, I mean, we've been consuming quite a few beverages that evening anyway. So by the time we were, Abby and I were sitting there looking at these shots, and her friend had clearly left. We thought, okay, well, I guess this is what we're gonna do, and all 3 shots went down really, really quick. Now here's the part where I mean, I'm not 100% sure about what I said, because at this point it was kind of so long ago, and it was loud, and I was probably a little bit drunk, but I wasn't nearly as inebriated as somebody else was. You ever been in a situation where you were talking to somebody, or you were talking out loud, or whatever, but in those moment where just whatever you said just was like brilliant. It was like those moments where you're just like, whoa, yeah, that was a real, what did I say? And you'd be completely forget. You're like, oh yeah, what was that? That was a really good thing that I said, or that was a really good point. I don't know what happened, guys, but like that was one of those moments where I just, like, everything that was just coming out of my mouth was just gold. It was liquid gold. And she was just really into it. Abby was just really into it. We had a really good conversation. It was a very interactive conversation. And I don't remember what I said, but it was great. So great, in fact, that we were positioned here on the bar, and Junky's birthday party was in a booth literally behind us, one of the big horseshoe booths. And we were maybe about 6 feet from the booth. And all of a sudden, these two people at this bar started making out. And it was one of those moments where you just hear the woo! Everyone just screaming behind us. But we didn't care. So what happened was we finished kissing, and it was we were sitting down, and Jonky was like, "Hey, well, I'm ready to go." So we traveled from Itaewon by cab back to Hongdae. That's where it was. We went back to Hongdae, and Abby's talked about. I'm sure talked about like this place called Monster Pizza in Hongdae, and there was where we they sell huge slices of pizza. So Johnny wanted to go there, so we went over there to Monster Pizza, and I traveled with Abby in the cab. We got there. As we got to Monster's Pizza, we were like chatting outside, waiting in line to go and order our pizza, and Abby had disappeared. No idea where she went. And I remember asking like, Johnny, like where's Abby? I have no idea where she is. He's like, I don't know. So we called him, and nothing. He called, nothing. I remember texting her, nothing. Just poof. Just gone. I was like, okay, well, whatever. It's just gone. I guess that's it for the night. So I ended up having my pizza, hanging with the guys for a little bit longer. But at that point, I was pretty tired, so I jumped into the cab and went home. And the next morning, I remember waking up because I had exchanged numbers with her. I remember sending her a text message, just asking like, "Hey, like, how's it going? Like, you all right? Like, what's going on? I hope you're okay." No answer. I didn't hear from her, and I don't know how long. It must have been like a week or a week and a half. And I finally met up with Junky, and I'm like, so, like, what happened to that girl? He's like, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. So, I messaged her on Kakao, which is like the WhatsApp version of her Korea, on Kakao Talk. And he says like, yeah, I got a message from Abby. She's like, who's this Mr. Chow guy that's texting me? And he started laughing. He's like, what do you mean? He's like, this random guy started texting me. His name's Mr. Chow. How do you get my number? And Jonky's just losing his mind. He's like, you don't remember Kyle? She's like, no. He goes, oh my God, well, I have a story to tell you. And of course, stories are always, I'm sure get a little exaggerated or changed when it's like a third party telling a story. I'm sure it made it sound really more impressive than it was. At least I hope he did. And at that point, she actually messaged me back, and we started texting. We had a couple quick conversations on the phone, but she didn't agree to meet with me for almost an entire month. And then honestly, it came down to this time when we were texting. And I was like, I remember looking at my phone. I was at the gym, and I was like, you know what? It's been like a month. I think it's about time that we actually met each other, or like went for a coffee or something. And she says, if you can guess my favorite coffee, I'll go on a date with you. I'm like, or I'll go have coffee with you. I'm like, okay, cool. So, but she's like, but you only get 3 chances. I'm thinking, okay, I got three chances to get this right. Otherwise, I'm thinking maybe this girl is not gonna know. They said there was a serious fear of loss coming on, And so I think the first one I said was Americano, and she was like, definitely not. And I remember going to my my gym buddies, who were also my personal trainers at the gym. So, and I was collaborating with them, like, so this is the situation, guys. Like, I don't know what girls drink because I only drink black coffee. Like, I don't. What do girls drink? And I once one buddy who worked at Starbucks before he was working at the gym. He's like, girls love caramel macchiatos. Are you sure? He's like, yeah, they totally like try that one, see what happens. And so I sent it in, and I got it right. And then we agreed to set up a time. It was that weekend, and I told her to meet me at in St. John's at this time. And it was great how it unfolded. I'm gonna put the link to our first date, because what happened was she actually filmed our whole first date. And I did not know that she was gonna do that, nor did I know that she was a big YouTuber or vlogger. So I want to put the link right down here. So I recommend that you guys click on that if you guys are interested in seeing sort of how the next part of that story unfolded. But it's interesting how the whole relationship has snowballed as it has. Starting off as something that was should have just been just a random thing at a random party at a random bar, which has been just a great life that we've created. And I'm so grateful that she was smart enough and she was talented enough to actually film a lot of the beginning of our relationship together, because it's pretty cool, because those are moments that you always think about and you always want to reflect on and think and remember, but sometimes you don't have those pictures or maybe those videos. So I'm very grateful that she's actually put a lot of that together, and now it's on YouTube for not just for us to reflect and rewatch and relive a lot of those memories, but for an opportunity for you guys to actually see those and join us along and see how our relationship unfolded from there. But it's been fun talking to you guys. Thanks for listening. Sometimes it's nice to be able to help out and like share some of the things from my side, my point of view. But hopefully we can do this again another time. And thanks for watching, guys. All right. 안녕.